Having talked with hundreds of parents about an ADHD diagnosis and the natural ways to help it, there's still a lot of confusion on if a child actually has ADHD, what the causes are, and how we can help without medications. In this video, we're going to look at ADHD through a lens different from just a diagnosis, unpacking it to see the symptoms, then how the brain and the nervous system influence the systems of the body that bring about attention, focus, impulse control struggles. Going back to the main root cause will help truly make sense of it and find answers to address these difficulties. We are making this video for parents who are looking for a drug-free, natural option to help their family. They may have heard from a teacher, school administrator, or counselor that medication is the only and best option, but it doesn't align with their beliefs. We have talked to so many parents that say that their kid was put on medication to help them focus better or sit still for just a little bit longer. But as a parent that wants the best for their child, they know long-term that medication use is not good, and they want to find another way to help their kiddo. Additionally, many dads, sometimes moms too, attribute ADHD symptoms as genetic. Parents usually say that I struggled with this as a child, so it makes sense that my child does too. Genetics can contribute to our health outcomes, but genetics are only really about 10 to 15% of the story. So in this video, we'll explore what ADHD really is, how to properly test for it, and most importantly, how to address the root causes of ADHD struggles. You'll learn about our unique approach that goes beyond traditional diagnosis and medication, offering a path to turn ADHD into a strength, while allowing the body to heal itself in natural ways. Let's look at some of the eye-opening statistics. So recent data shows that ADHD affects about 6 million children in the United States alone. That's roughly 9.4% of children. Even more striking, ADHD diagnosis increased by 42% between 2003 and 2011. These numbers are staggering, but what's more truly concerning is that many of these children are prescribed medication as a first line of treatment without exploring the root cause or alternative approaches. The good news is here at Harmony, we're seeing a growing trend of parents seeking more comprehensive drug-free solutions for their children's ADHD symptoms. More and more parents are seeking alternative ways to help their family without relying on medications that may only help a little. So let's better understand ADHD. First off, it's crucial to understand ADHD. It's not a one-size-fits-all. There are different types, including combined types. The hyperactivity impulsive type, the inattentive type. Each presents differently and requires a tailored and customized approach. Second, ADHD isn't just a busy, overwhelmed brain or a noisy brain. The body can be overwhelming the brain too. When there is increased stress and tension locked in the body and in the nervous system, it causes an entire central and autonomic nervous system. It causes it to be stuck in fight or flight mode. This can lead our brain to being confused and overwhelmed. It's like having 100 people yelling in your ear when you're trying to take a test. Good luck with that. When we first explain this to parents, the question most people have is, where does this stress in the body come from? Well, the quick answer is that there's really 4 areas where these stressors come from. 1, high stress and high risk pregnancies put mom and baby into a sympathetic dominant state that shift them more into a fight and flight state or protective state. 2, birth intervention, such as forceps, vacuum extractions, C-sections, or even induction places a physical component of stress mostly in the upper neck and in the shoulders, which overwhelm the neuromotor development. 3, fussy or colicky as an infant with reflux or constipation struggles that continue to overwhelm our automatic nervous system. Frequent ear or respiratory infections before the age of 3 years old with antibiotics, that adds further stress on the autonomic nervous system and the vagus nerve, which has a brain to gut connection. When the nervous system gets overtaxed and overworked, when these 4 stressors happen, signal it sends to the brain is full-on protection, fight or flight response in every area of the brain. The cerebellum, which are the motor centers, which causes kids to not be able to sit still. The midbrain, which is the limbic system, specifically the hippocampus, which affects focus and attention. And then the prefrontal cortex regions that affect socialization, situational awareness, and the ability to self-calm and regulate. The next thing that we have to understand about ADHD is it's not just hyperactivity. An overwhelmed body and brain can cause brain fog and focus and attention issues, and if not addressed, can be a huge energy drain for kids. This is actually quite common to see in ADHD, especially if they have struggles with all 4 causes above. To be more wound up, tired out instead of hyperactive. This happens for these main reasons. When the system is in a sympathetic dominance for a long time, high energy, low sleep, constant stress, it eventually burns out and demotivation, tiredness, and grumpiness set in. We also have to understand the role of genetics in ADHD. Yes, genetics can influence these behaviors, but not nearly as much as we think. The nervous system, the vagus nerve, and its development play a much greater role. In studies by Dr. Bruce Lipton, he's a PhD biologist who studies epigenetics, it is estimated that no more than 15% of our genetic code determines the outcome, meaning 85% is up to us, influenced by our internal and external environment. This is incredibly encouraging, meaning that even though dad may struggle with attention, focus, etc., it doesn't mean that the kid does have to too. So, how do we test for it? Traditional ADHD tests often focus solely on symptoms. At Harmony, we're going to go deeper. We use our INSiGHT Neurological Scans, allowing us to measure the exact amount of distress, dysfunction, and disorganization within the central or autonomic nervous system. This gives us a clear picture of what's really going on between the brain and the body. For example, in a classic raging bull ADHD case, we might see a total energy index over 350, when optimal is around 150 or less. And a drunken bull type, which might observe a pattern score of 50 when 100 is ideal. These metrics tell us a whole lot more than just a checklist of behaviors ever could. Using the INSiGHT scans allow us to better understand the root cause of ADHD for a kiddo. Instead of just addressing and trying to treat symptoms, we focus on the underlying neurological imbalances. ADHD often stems from an overstimulated, stuck, and out of balance nervous system. By addressing the root cause, we can actually create lasting change. Once we measure and locate these areas of stuck stress in the nervous system, subluxation, we are able to create a personalized care plan for your kiddo. We never do a one-size-fits-all plan. Getting to the root cause of ADHD and understanding that the nervous system is stressed out, worn out, we use very specific and neurologically focused adjustments to help the body and the nervous system get more clear and start functioning at an optimal level, which allows the body to function and heal at an optimal level. When medication has its place, we believe in exploring drug-free options to optimize the brain's function naturally and reduce or eliminate the need for medication. We're able to do that in many cases. The last thing that we should understand about ADHD, and perhaps most importantly, is that we need to reframe that it's not just a disorder. It's a different way of processing information. When properly managed, can lead to incredible creativity, productivity, and success. If you're tired of feeling held back by ADHD, or you're a parent watching this and your kid struggles, it's time to take action. Don't let another day go by feeling overwhelmed or misunderstood. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your INSiGHT Neurological Scans. Let's work together to uncover the root cause of these ADHD symptoms and create a personalized care plan to be able to help use ADHD as you or your child's superpower.